Hey guys, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So today we're going to make this snail. Now I've done this one once or twice, but I put eyes in. So I just took these, I believe they're either 4 or 5 millimeter. I put them in, I flipped them around so that I could see them, and then I just dropped the clear UV resin into it, and I cured it. Because we're going to pour this clear, but with some crushed crystal. Because we're going to make it a, like a snow globe, shaker mold, whatever you want to call it. So this is the narrow ornament, and I am going to use my hot knife to cut this top piece off. So I'm hoping to get a much better seal. And oh, right here I have a piece of plastic and I don't want to lose it, so I'm going to try and cut this down right there, right around, and take this piece off. And then I just pulled out, I've got these, they're just little embellishments. I've had them for eons, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to use these in. So I have these that have like little horses. These are just like little sparkly ones, so I thought these would definitely be cute in there. And maybe some little flowers. I don't know. I've just got a bunch of different things. So yeah, I just figured we'd put them in. Maybe I'll put just a little bit of like a fine glitter in there. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, to make it something a little different. So I'll probably have to do this again, but I just want to clean this up a bit here. All right, so my knife is smelling like it is hot. So we are going to just put that. I'm going to go around. I'm going to kind of score it. And I'm just following that lip on the bottom. So, I mean, you could take your Dremel. That's how I've done it before. But I was hoping by having this hot knife that I would get a much cleaner finish. So then we don't have to sand. So I'm feeling it going in. Let me see. I got my heat at like 350, 360. There we go. I guess you just gotta let it warm up. I'm still learning this knife. My husband is really worried because he's like, you're gonna burn yourself really bad. I'm like, well, don't say that, and I won't. Because he knows how klutzy I am. All right, so I'm just gonna, it might take a little bit longer, but I maybe also didn't let it heat enough either. All right, we got one side through. Now we've just got to kind of continue it. So I've been so busy today. It is 9:30 and I'm just now getting to do a project. Tomorrow's going to be another busy day. I've got to take Sophie to the vet. She's like licked her paws raw. So I don't know if she made a boo-boo and, you know, was just licking it. And oh, my knife is coming off. All right, let me unplug it. Let me pull that out. And I should be able to break that off. So that gave a much, much smoother finish on that top. So I'm just going to take this is hot, and I'm just going to try to like smooth that down just a little bit so that when I put my, hopefully when I put my piece of plastic on there, it will adhere much, much better. All right. I'm just going to take this and we're going to just move it back. So, and I've unplugged my knife. Okay. So, now I got to find something to put this in that is not going to like fall over and make a mess. And that ain't going to work. That ain't gonna work. And that's too big. Oh my goodness. Gotta have something. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to hold it because I'm not finding anything that is gonna hold this. Haha. That might. No. Well, that might work. All right, so I'm going to put a few of the embellishments in first. And let me see. I guess I got to dig out some of my little tiny spoons. Because every time I make one, I always have everything sticks and doesn't move. So I'm like, what do I have that will like move around in there? So I started digging and I found these. Because my last little snow globe thing that I made, that sold right off. I don't know how much stuff I'm going to put. But I want a little variety. You know, that way the other kids will be like, oh, look, there's this, there's that. Put a few stars. And again, I open that up upside down. And we can put a few of these little iridescent, they're just like crescent moons. But I figured that would give like a nice little sparkle in the water, hopefully. And then I'll just pick up those few. All right. Don't want to put too many different things, but let me see if I have anything else in here. I've got a few hearts. This was like a whole kit thing. I think I had got it at Michael's like a long time ago. I guess I was feeling creative that day. I was like, oh, I can make all kinds of stuff with that. And then I got home and never used it. Am I the only one that does that? Guys, tell me I'm not. Tell me I'm not the only one that does that. And I mean, I do want to have, you know, enough stuff in there, but I also don't want to overdo. Let's do... Now, I don't know how these are going to react in the water and the glitter, so we ain't going to put too much. All right, so I've got that. I think that is going to be good. And then once we add some water, you know, we'll be able to see how that's going to look. If we need to add more, we can. So I'm going to take a cup and we're going to do like 50-50 vegetable glycerin. I got this on Amazon, and 50% water. I'm going to pour it in here. I'm going to stir it, and then we're going to pour it into our ball because I want to get it mixed really good first. And I'll just take a big stick because it's going to get cloudy and then it will clear up as it blends together. Okay. And let's add some water here. All right. So some of these are going to float, but I just want to see. All right. I think we're going to need just a touch more of the glycerin. Because I want it to take longer to fall. Is kind of what I... All right, that's gonna be, I think, a good mixture. And I'm getting it as close to the top as I possibly can. Before I go too far, though, where's my little scissors? Oh, I just had them. Well, And I'm not going to worry too much about getting it really close. I just want... All right. I don't want like a big square because it probably is not going to show anyways, but just in case. So I'm just going to cut that. And we're going to cut this. All right, so that covers the whole thing. So now I've just got to wipe that marker off and make sure that side is no fingerprints. And that side is dry. And I'm going to put a bead of this around. I'm going to put that on. We're going to give it a push down. And I think I have one spot over here that I have to add some more of the resin. Just want to get in there a little bit. Just kind of fill that. And I'll just do that all the way around. And then it just kind of fills that little gap that is going around. And then I'll stick this under the light when I mix up my resin. And whatever you do, learn from me, do not put this on a heat mat when you are doing a snow globe in your resin piece. Ask me how I know not to do that. Because your ball melts. It does, and it makes a dang mess. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have to wipe that excess because it's not going to show, but I'd like to get it as neat as possible. All right. So we have a nice, slow fall. And we don't have massive, we have one bubble, but we don't have a bunch of them. So I think I think that's going to be so cute. They might be a little heavy. I didn't put any glitter in this time, but I forgot. I was going to put some fine glitter, but yeah, I think we're going to go with this. All right. Now, I don't remember how much resin this takes. And I've just gotta, I should have cleaned my top off before I put my eyes in, but I didn't. So I just wanna make sure that I don't have any little bits like this that I don't want in there. All right, so I'm gonna make maybe 6 ounces because this is going to displace a lot of the resin. So I think the 6 ounces will be good. All right, so I'm gonna just get this out so I can pop this under the light and get this curing. I'm going to get my my resin all mixed up, and I am going to run it through the debubbler because I'm pouring it clear with just a little bit of the crushed crystal. So I want to make sure it's as clear as I can get it without any bubbles. So I will be right back, guys. Okay, so I made up 6 ounces. I split it. I ran it through the Let's Resin debubbler. And this is a thicker resin. You just have to put it, you know, like 3 ounces is like the most per cup for it to debubble really good because it is thick. But other than that, it works awesome. So on the thicker resins, you got to put a little bit less. There are a few little tiny bubbles at the top, but so we're gonna give this a spray, and I'm gonna also just wipe this down again just to make sure, because I was cleaning up. I want to make sure that I got nothing on my little ball here. And we're gonna put it in, and we are going to slowly start pouring. And I want to make sure I get the little antenna thingies. I can't squeeze the eyes, but I can kind of make sure that the little antennas don't have any bubbles in there. Oh, I don't know if I made enough. And I don't want to scrape too much because I don't want to incorporate bubbles. And I did add 3 drops of the Marabou pink in the rainbow. All right, so I'm going to definitely need probably 3 or 4 more ounces. So I will just mix that up off camera. I'll do the same thing. I'll debubble it, and then I will come back when it is time to demold. Alrighty, guys, I will see you in a bit. Hey, guys, I am back. This is all cured. You know, we can still see our little shaker through the mold. And I had, my hands broke out again. I don't know if you can see, like, all the blisters. That one, and this one's all blisters here. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on. All I know is I'm really bummed. Oh. So I did pretty good pouring this one as far as, ouch, any overage. All right, let's see here. I do have a few little sharpness on the bottom that I gotta trim, but hang on. There we go. Oh, she's pretty. I've got to say, this is my best clear piece I have ever done. But look. Got that nice little slow drop on the snow globe. It came out amazing, guys. And we got one wonky eye. Oh, I do have one bubble in the eye. Are you kidding me? But it's got eyes. All right, so I am just going to I'm just going to drop a little bit of UV resin in there. Just going to take this. Put a glove. I'm going to put just a little bit there. And I'm going to get my little light out. And we will just pop it in there. I didn't know if I was going to like it clear it or not, but I'm just gonna just so that can be rounded up again. There. So it wasn't too hard to put the eyes in. I was actually surprised. take my glove off. And my deburrer is upstairs. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go up and get my deburrer after, but this is the finished product, guys. I think she is beautiful. There are a few little micro bubbles right there, but you really don't even see it. And I think that's just where they maybe clung to the ornament inside. So I could have poured this so that just this part was in the clear, and then did the body in a different color, which maybe next time I'll try that. But this is really, really cute, guys. So yeah, this is one of my better snow globes that I have done. So it definitely works better having little like bits and stuff to put in there instead of just glitter. So yeah. Alrighty, guys, I will get you a final pic of this up close, and I will see you on the next video. And hopefully I can get this back under control. So yeah. Alrighty, guys, bye.